Hey everybody, what's going on? It's your girl Catrice, and welcome to Cocktail Hour with Catrice. Listen, I don't anticipate a lot of people coming on tonight because I don't really know, honestly. I was supposed to go live. I went live a few minutes ago, and then I logged off. Sometimes the numbers can kind of get you or whatever. Plus, I'm a little tired, so let's talk about that. And hey, Ewood, what's going on, my dear? Happy Tuesday to you. So let me give you all a rundown of what's been going on my end. And hey, Gene, how you doing? How y'all doing? Tell y'all what's going on my end, and I'm gonna log off after we talk about this Derrick Jaxn situation really, really quickly. Okay, you all hit like and share. You all see our co-host. It was Baltimore Pride on Saturday, and he flew in. Y'all pray for him, okay? Y'all pray for Bishop. He just came in here talking about he gonna record with me today. I said, okay, sir. All right, y'all. Let's talk real quickly. Number one, y'all pray for your girl. I'm tired. Okay. The doctor told me last week I got to lose 30 pounds. And so I think I overdid it. I really think I've overdone it. So I am taking tomorrow off. I have not had one day off since last Tuesday. I worked out today. It was great. God was glorified. I did 2 hours. What's today? Yeah, today's Tuesday. So I did cardio yesterday. It was a Sunday. 2 hours. 2 hours of cardio. I like to kill myself. I wasn't trying to, but I think I almost did, y'all. I really would be honest with y'all. I think and tell y'all that I think that was on Sunday. Sunday was an all cardio day. Speaking of which is why I wanted to talk about this whole pastor situation and accountability in the Black community towards the end. Well, I'll start talking about it now because I've been watching a lot of YouTube. Hey Myra, thank you for coming in. I think you're a newbie. Or you're coming out the bushes. God bless your heart. So, guys, I love YouTube, okay? That's why I came back on. I was just like, hey, Kai Grace. I was just on, and I said, you know what? I'm going to go, Catrice. Just get back up there. I know you're tired, okay? But these people want you to come on and talk about Derrick Jaxn and her foolishness for a few minutes. You know what I mean? Just have a little rapid taste. So just get yourself together. You can lay down after you're done. Because I'm not going nowhere after I get off this line. Okay? I'm not going to nobody's bar. I'm not going to nobody's restaurant. But I've been watching a lot of YouTube. Okay, I love watching YouTube. And I found some new I've been watching the child pedo stuff. And y'all, I was at the gym on Sunday again for my 2 hours of working out. I burned 930 calories. I did 10,000 steps at the gym. I better have seen the scale go down yesterday. All right, let me get off that. But I was watching the stuff, and I'm watching how these older men are interested in these younger girls. I mean, one guy was trying to get an 8-year-old. And then it was something that just hit me. And I was like, you do realize this goes on in the church too. There are women who are being taken advantage of. There are children being taken advantage of. There are men that are being taken advantage of. Let's go a step further. There are little boys that are being taken advantage of. I think that's a conversation that we have to have, especially as it pertains not just for the Black community, but for the Black church. And when I get some energy, I'm going to try my best to have that conversation in addition to what I'm doing right now. Okay, because you might just get this little piece and I'm going to get off. But my heart started to weep a little bit about the people that are being affected, or have been affected. I think we talked about this way back when I first started. And there's a video here that I pre-recorded way back in the day. I think it was in 2019. It's a bishop, allegedly. Okay, my middle name is allegedly. Okay, by the name of, y'all put some cocktails with some purple hearts in the chat too. That's our new, that's our color scheme here on Cocktail Hour. And there's a bishop, an alleged bishop. Okay, and it's so funny because his initials are DL. I said, sir, your initials are DL, sir. Bishop D.L. There's some guy named Bishop D.L. Dupree. I heard about him years ago. And how there were young men who were alleging that he touched them or was doing some stuff with them. And, I think that I know for me, I'm going to be honest, I live by myself. I have no kids. I'm not married. I have friends, of course. Oh, hold on. I have friends, of course, but I don't, because I don't have children. I'm not always cognizant of what's going on until I talk to my friends and my associates that have small children. And I was talking to one of my friends that has godchildren, in particular goddaughters. And he was saying, like the goddaughter has a cell phone. She has an Instagram account. I think she's like 9. And I was like, can you imagine the people that are trying to talk to her at the age of 9? Because there are people. I remember when I was a mentor way back in the day, and there was a young lady who was talking to some like 25-year-old man on Kick. And I said, sweetheart, I have to tell your mother that you are talking to this older man on this app. And she begged me not to do it. And I lied and said I wasn't going to do it. I told her mother, because I said this needs to be reported and she needs to know what's going on. Now, I couldn't take the child's phone at the time to have, to go through it and get the number and all that. She wouldn't give it to me. But I said, your mother can take it because your mother's the one that bought you the phone, and she did. And, she got the man, she filed a police report and all that good stuff and whatever. So that's just an awareness for the church, y'all. Because these men were lining up to see these children. It was just so sad. And all the stories that we talk about here on Cocktail Hour, it's just amazing to me that this makes me never want to have more children. Some of these men, I know. Wow. She says some of these men are disgusting and need to be fixed like a. Now, I know that there's women out here. Trust me, I know. But I will tell y'all this. Hold on. Does somebody send me another message on that thing? Speaking of nasty. I know that there are people, and I don't know why I can't see your comment over here, Mara, but I can see it over here. Hey, Raquel, thank you for catching me live. But it's a conversation that we have to have. And I'll say this also because, and I'm going to say this about, we already talked about the kids. Before we get to the Derrick Jaxn, let's talk about the women and the men. Okay, but in particular, I'm a woman. We talk about women over here. So I'm going to be honest with you all. When we hear these stories about these, pastors doing things to women and taking advantage or lying and manipulating, when I go, and I do a lot of, and when I do go online, because sometimes I get a little tired, but I will watch, or the street committee will send me the information and I'll view it that way. Because sometimes it just gets jumbled up in the mist. And when I go to the comment section of some of these posts, you know who the people are who think that what's happening is not a big deal and that women should just be quiet? It's other women. It's other women. And excuse my makeup has been rubbed off and I have not reapplied it today. And the sad thing about it is that it's because, and I'm not blaming women solely. Let me just say that, because depending on what the pastor decides he wants to share with the congregation about his behavior, whether he's been caught in scandal or whatever, it is most of the time because the women make up so much of the population of the church, and they want to listen to the pastor, and they want to respect, and they want to honor him, and they want to give, and they want to yes him. That's why a lot of times they stay in position. And I'm not saying that we have to create this big charge with, pitchforks and fire and all that. I'm not saying that. But I do think that there is a level of accountability that we have to start holding these pastors to, so that they understand that people mean business. Because let's think about it. All these scandals that go on in these churches, and if you see what happens behind the scenes, or you get the report, or you might get like a statement of some sort, it's always someone taking up for the pastor. He was in error, he was caught in error, but he's going to get himself together, blah, blah, blah. And then that's it. And they still show up to service. They still pour money out of their pockets. and life goes on. It's just like a little slap on the hand, and then they walk away until they get caught again. And then we sit up here and we start talking, and then we are the enemy. We meaning the people that come on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, or TikTok to talk. We're the bad people because we're talking about it. We're telling these pastors, oh, thank you for the cocktail. See, that's what I'm talking about. We're telling these pastors, hey, man, you know, and you don't have to have, listen. And I was listening to a statement. I said I was not going to address it, but I lied. I was listening to a statement today, and I started to make a post, and I said, I'm not going to make a post. I'm not going to make a post because I don't want to feed into the narrative. You do not have to have 55 degrees to tell a person that they're wrong. Heck, if you see me doing something, they told me on Friday, they said, cocktails, it's time for you to log off. You're showing off now. It's not, I didn't get mad. I promise y'all. I was like, you know what, you're right. I got to get off the line because I'm starting to show my tail. I'm really starting to show my tail. And I don't even like how I'm acting right now. I'm doing too much. And I was tired then too. That I think a lot of these pastors, as well as the women that follow them, need them if they need therapy. I agree with that. And I think that, and they need real therapy from a licensed clinical professional therapist, not a pastoral counselor or spiritual counselor. No. You can do your pastoral counseling or your spiritual counseling in your own time. But when you have a goal and you want to work on some things, including bettering yourself, you need a licensed clinical professional clinician, okay, to work with you, or a social worker to work with you so that you can get the help that you need. Someone that is not in your ministry. Not in your ministry. I don't agree. I don't like that. Oh my God, I just got breaking news. Okay. And I don't think she's on YouTube. You all pray for me. This weekend I gotta talk to some young ladies about their pastors this weekend. I have to do a house call. Hey Janika. I have to do a house call this weekend. Yo, who does that? Who does? Do you do house call? I'm not gonna ask you if you do house calls. Did you? Okay. Y'all pray for the bishop. Y'all, the Pride, let's go real quick. The Pride, Baltimore Pride was on Saturday. I get a text. I'm coming in town. I said, you have service on Sunday. Somebody was in town for the Pride, allegedly. I said, okay, Joe. So they came by to show me their little outfit. They went to the Pride. Then they went, and then he got to go to D.C. He has to go to Adams Morgan and wherever else, child. And I just said, Bishop, make sure you call your wife, child. Woo! Okay. But real counseling, y'all. Real counseling. Not this fake counseling. Not this church counseling. Not counsel in front of a computer. I.e. Michelle Lau said that Cora Jakes allegedly held up a computer in front of her to record her. No, that is not counseling. That is manipulation. And you listen, and here's why. And I talked about this about a year ago. We're going to revisit it. Here's why it's important that you meet with a licensed professional clinician. Because the licensed professional clinician, when you sign up for therapy, that you are protected by HIPAA, and it is called something patient counselor, their relationship. They have to respect your privacy, and they are bound by HIPAA. They cannot put any of your information out. It is against the law. They can go to jail. They can't even mention, if someone calls their office and you are a client there, they have to pretend that you do not exist. I work in a mental health clinic. If a person calls and says, hey, my name is so-and-so, and I know this person, they come here and I have to say, I'm sorry, I don't know that person. Unless it's written in their chart that says that I can talk to you, I can't tell you anything. And the person, you can be 16 to sign up, and if that 16-year-old says, I do not want my parent to know any of my mental health business. By law in the state of Maryland, we can't say anything. 16, they can sign up as young as 16 on their own. They do not need their parents to sign up for therapy. Okay? They don't need it. Okay. So, yeah, we got to do a better job, though, yeah. We really do. This is just a heart-to-heart conversation. This is not me on 10. This is me on about 4. Meaning there's not going to be a lot of fussing, okay? I hope. Well, I might fuss out that Danae a little piece. Because she needs Jesus. She is not, she's not mature enough yet. She has the celebrity. I give her that. But as far as her being ready to do full ministry, she's not ready. She's not ready. Oh, wow. That's wonderful. Check that out. Congratulations, Myra. Go for the gold, girl. She's not ready. So let's talk about Derrick Jaxn. I posted this in Patreon and on YouTube memberships yesterday. Shout out to the street committee. Okay, they always keep me posted on what is going on. And now there's a lovely picture of Derrick Jaxn on Instagram. She's in all black. It's actually the photo that's here. We love when you get with the. We love when you get with. Oh, okay. When I get with who, Janika? What you talking about? Y'all let me know because I'm lost. All right. So it's the picture of Danae. Don't she look good, y'all? She look real good. I said, come on. She's on her way to Essence, y'all. So I get a message from the street committee member. They say, girl, look, do you see this mess? I said, child, what's going on now? Derrick Jaxn said, hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished. She talked about Meek Mill. Okay? That's a song. Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? Child, whoever on the docket today, Jim. I'm trying to do my best. I'm trying. Oh, you like when I fuss at y'all ain't supposed to like when I fuss at the people. Y'all are not supposed to like when I fuss at the folk, okay? But it is funny because I went back and I watched myself one time and I cracked up. I said, why are you like this? Y'all hear July 1, which is next week. I mean, shoot, July 1 is on Saturday. Okay. So starting on Saturday, when I come live next week, I got to work on being better. I got to be better. And I can't be throwing too much shade. I think I do a little bit too much. Okay. And then, my friends will watch and they'll go, did you have to say that? And I was like, I don't know yeah, I did. And I said, oh God. So I told the people I'm going to do better. I'm going to do better. She's learning that. She looks, listen, we got to give people their flowers. I like Danae. We were rooting for her when she did the Dear Future Wifey podcast. We were rooting for her when Derrick Jaxn was out here, Well, we got a little touch with her when she started doing that curse thing to the people because she wanted her man. Listen, and I'm trying to stop talking about the right hand too, but we're gonna talk about his because it's got to be good. And the people say he likes to go there, that he likes to. They said he's hungry all the time. Hey, Miss Jackson. The people say that he's hungry all the time. He likes, he likes to partake and a little snack. That's what the people told me. I didn't make it up. So anyway, but it's got to be good because she's going off, and she said she's been like this forever. And mind you, I think this is the first real situation she's ever been in her life, and that's a soul tie. For all of the people that all my Christians and all my Black church folk, y'all know what soul ties are, especially the single ladies. Okay, we know what it is. We know what it is. When you get with that man, and this is the problem with Danae. Danae, she know. First of all, it's got to be good, number one. Number two, she let him hit the bottom. That was her husband. Okay? She let her husband hit the bottom. She got a couple kids by. Listen, let me tell y'all what she's doing right now. Because I said, maybe she has this new healing program out for $10,000. Okay. She's really doing the daggone thing. She's not fully healed, y'all. No. What's happening is she's getting noticed. She's becoming very popular. The people like her. So yes, Danae, we're rooting for you outside of that curve. Hey, Dorothy, thank you for coming. Thank you for becoming a member of the Breaking News membership. I appreciate you. So what happened was she went through all this whole situation with Derrick, and people started feeling bad for her. Genuinely, she went on. She opened up her page again. She has all this content, but she's online. She's crying. She's putting Bible verses out, and we said we're going to give her a chance. She deserves it. Even I put up a little word about it. I said, it's all right. You're going to do better. I know you are. And then she does a Dear Future Wifey podcast. It goes over with no problem. And then she posts this. Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished. Then she said that this is where I got touched. Tag Pinky Love. I'm trying to preach something. That's that cult type thing. And when I say cult, I mean like the tribe. Like we have people like you guys are. If you're a part of the YouTube membership, you're part of the Breaking News, but you all are the Cocktails crew, right? With the bishop, he's part of the Cocktails crew. He's grandfathered in. So her people that follow her, she's telling her people, go tag this girl. And my response was, why couldn't you tag her? Danae. Hey, JT, JT, Deborah, okay, Deborah. A woman told me once before, you can't give them the whole thing. You can't go. No, you can't. Well, here's the thing, though. You can listen. Then Miss Jackson told me, don't start. See, I'm telling you, they be messing with me. So here's the thing. It will mess a man up too. See, this is the thing. I don't know, JT, are you a male or female, but it messes men up too. Okay, don't ask me how I know. It will have a man outside your house. Listen, I've had calls telling, I'm not putting my business out there. I'm not. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I was riding with somebody. They were, they were here, and we had went out someplace and we were coming back. And he said, "Oh yeah, I was around here last a couple of weeks, like a week ago, and I came up here looking for your car." I said, "Don't do that no more. You did that in my last place. Stop coming to my house when I'm not here. I didn't ask you to come to see me." What I do now, Miss Jackson? She said, "Don't start." You can't listen, men get messed up too when you let them hit the bottom. I'm letting you know. They get messed up. Okay? You let a man hit the bottom, some of them be sitting in the corner, sucking their thumb, rocking back and forth. Then you wonder why all these men are, trying to snatch women up. Let's talk about it. Some of these men, okay, y'all, come on, y'all know. These men get upset. Ain't no way you just getting upset because that's just your woman. You said what you said is that's mine. Come on, y'all see, y'all be playing with me. What the men say is that's mine. See what I'm saying? They told me I cut up too much last week. The devil's a lie. I did good. I told Bishop the truth. And I told Lady, what's her name? Lady McCarter, the truth too. I didn't lie. I was honest. Am I moving slow, y'all? I'm looking at myself on the other camera. All right. So with Danae, in Danae's situation, Derrick Jaxn has, I don't know. It seems to me that she allowed the man to hit all the way rock bottom. And so I don't know if he's messed up like this. It don't seem like he is. But she's messed up. And mind you, they were together for so long. But also, I'm like, Danae, you knew what you were getting with at first. She told the people she was taking turns with other women. They were on a schedule. And she would pass by these other women. Your self-esteem got to be low to do that. I can't. If I'm messing with you and I see another woman, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We know. What is all this sharing? I'm a woman, just don't tell me nothing. That's why I only do titles. Because you put a title on something, then I'm about to cut your throat. You know, and y'all don't want to see me. Y'all want to see me in jail. You know what I'm saying? You ready to hurt somebody? I'm not doing that. Okay. So she told the people to tag Pinky Love. She said, while I wait, turn to 1 Samuel chapter 30. Then she said, when David's, Danae, she put in parentheses, wives, husband, whoever in the Bible with Abigail, were captured by the Amalekites, David, aka Danae, had a moment of great distress. Then she went to the Lord and said, Lord, shall I pursue the raiding, parentheses, Pinky Love, party? Will I overtake them, pursue them? He answered, you will certainly overtake them and succeed in the rescue. Verse 8. So David Danae took 400 people. She only put 4 people in the chat. Of the 600 men to pursue what was stolen. Long story short, Danae recovered all that was stolen and took all of the Amalekites' Pinky Love stuff too, as interest for pain and suffering. Then she said, so I heard Pinky Love was a model, so I'm going to take that blessing of hers as a down payment for pain and suffering. Big God, Trump, little God, sis, with the prayer hand. That is all kind of wrong. Ma'am, I gotta remind Danae, I love you, baby. I'm really trying my best to ride for you. But let me tell you something, baby. Let's go back in time. Pinky Love came into the picture probably last September sometime. We don't know Pinky Love from a can of paint. We just know she's on the Instagram and she's a beautiful girl. She reminds me of one of my little nieces running around here doing their little Instagram poses like this. You know how they do. And I'd be like, yes, girl. Okay, you better kill it. All right, leave me alone. Y'all go ahead. Go to the party. Go drink a little alcohol and leave me be. That's what I tell people. I tell my nieces the truth, child. Listen. Go out, do your thing. Be careful. Be safe. Don't put your drink down. Have fun with your girls. Y'all don't leave each other. Now go on. Something happen, call me and I'll be there. That's what I tell them. They're going to go do their thing anyway. What I'm going to do? You know? They'll call me at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm in so okay, what's going on, child? Let's talk. And then they get over it. But Pinky Love came into the picture maybe in September. Derrick, how long she was married to Derrick Jaxn for? Hold on, let's see what the people are saying. How long was Danae married to Derrick Jaxn? How long was Danae Jaxn married to Derrick Jaxn? Okay. I can't. Okay, so they were married for 4 years prior to him announcing the divorce. But before that, she's been with the man for probably 10 years or so. You met this man first. When I see the pictures of them, excuse me, at their wedding, beautiful pictures, by the way. I don't see Pinky Love nowhere in the picture. Pinky Love is not here. You want to know why? Because Pinky Love, at this juncture of your marriage or your relationship, she did not exist. You go, this is what she don't want to do. She wants to blame the woman. This is what we do. Not me. Because I'll be like, I was talking to you or I was dealing with you. I'm not dealing with her. I can sit down and have a whole conversation. I told you when I worked with my ex, me and his now wife had multiple conversations throughout the day, like women. We didn't blame each other because we didn't know each other. How am I gonna blame somebody that I didn't know? But you know what she's trying to do? She's trying to appeal. She's trying to tell Derrick, look at what I'm doing. Look at who I've become. Don't you want me now? Surely you're gonna want me because of what I'm doing. Don't you see how valuable I am? This is a cry for help, y'all. And so what she's gonna do, she's throwing Pinky under the bus. And Pinky like, girl, hold on for a second. Ma'am, Ma'am, what you not gonna do is sit here and blame me when the man that you are married to now sat up here and lied in your face and told you all this stuff and you believed it. Are you gonna go back to them? No, I love you. And he walks out the house and then goes right back to whoever, and you waiting to come back so you can massage that thing after he get back. No. Now he not gonna fuss it again. I'm not doing it. You never unless now there's exceptions to the rule. Let's be clear. Because I know some women. Y'all hear me clear? I know women personally that have messed with the married man and was friends with the woman, with the wife. And I said, child, you know you wrong. Excuse me. I said, you better go ahead and cut. Well, first of all, it's their business. Okay. If you get your tail beat, that's on you. Don't come calling to me. You knew that. You knew the wife. That's just messy. So in those situations and circumstances, the mistress deserves to get her tail kicked because she knew who was in the relationship. Y'all hear what I'm saying? She knew. She was fully aware that this is this woman's husband. Sorry. Fully aware that this is that lady's husband and you gonna mess with him. No. Now the people told me that, you know, the situation I'm talking about that I know of, people told me that no, it was good and that it was worth it. I said, listen, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. If he was single when you met him and he came back around and he's like, okay, maybe this is it. And he's like, oh, we got married. But they both look at each other like a Big Mac. You know what I'm saying? Or like a quarter pound. No, I want a good sandwich. A Whopper. Okay. I don't eat it now. And I try to eat some McDonald's today. And oh God, I couldn't even keep it down. Lord, I said, Lord, take the taste out of my mouth. Okay. Because I was going to the grocery store to get my stuff. Anyway, a big old juicy Whopper with cheese. I don't do mayo. Okay. Whopper with cheese and onion and lettuce. Oh, they were looking at each other like a big old Whopper. Not the Whopper Junior. Go for the big kahuna. You know what I'm saying? Get the big sandwich. You know, nice and hot and spicy, and then a nice little wrapping and stuff. That's how they were looking at each other. And then they tasted of the fruit, or in this case, the beef. And then the people said they couldn't stop. But something happened and they ended up stopping. And I said, good, praise the Lord. Okay. She said a Five Guys devil. Not a devil. What is a Five Guys devil? Is that? I haven't had Five Guys in over a decade. Okay. Since I worked in Annapolis, I have not had it. A double. Oh, okay. Y'all doing too much with that. See, the sight of a double sandwich would make me just want to, gag a little. I can't. But I would take little bits of the big one. Just like I need to see it. Like, I'm not gonna eat the whole thing. I haven't had one in a long time. I don't even know if I could eat the whole Whopper now. But child, back in the day, I would tear them up. Okay. But they eating the daggone Whopper, okay? And next thing you know, they getting caught up. And now they're like, okay, what must I do to get my life back on track? Because I'm now messing with this with my husband, and we friends. I'm looking up at her face. She's looking up at my face. And I know she can just see right-handed fellowship all on my face. You not been with my husband. I would have. Now that's the exception to the rule. Let me read this comment. Derrick is the only, God Grace, the only one that she knew. Isn't that a shame? Outside of that situation that she had no control over. And we're not going to blame her for that. Because it happens to a lot of people, not just women, y'all. Y'all hear my heart. Men and women, children. Okay. But in this case, with Derrick and Danae, I said, girl, hold on. When I look at these pictures, let me see if I see, where my glasses at? Do I see Pinky in the picture? Let me look. Let me see. I'm looking here. I'm on the Google, okay? So we're looking through Google. I love this picture of them together when they were at their wedding. Isn't that nice? So sweet. Such a beautiful couple. Honestly, he messed that up. He did. He's a whole whore messing up the church's money. Beautiful woman. She beautiful. He messed it up. Okay, I said what I said. And see, this is the first one. See, this don't make no sense. And apparently it's been multiple women. Multiple women. And this is the thing that gets me. Derrick, this is to all the men and women, right? I was engaged twice. And before I could have walked in the aisle, I said, this is not going to work. Especially the first one. I was young. I was 21. I wasn't ready to get married. And for dad, going to show wasn't ready to have no children. And so I cut it off. I said, shut it down. The second one, that's because, I was cheating, he was cheating, and, he knew I was cheating, but he didn't know I was still cheating. He knew I had cheated before. I think he was mad about that. So he tried to cheat like, oh, I'm going to get her back and do up the whole relationship. And I was like, go ahead. I still got a side piece. Telling my own tea, it's a mess. Anyway, I hope he heard that. But I wasn't ready for marriage, y'all. I wasn't ready. I was not ready. And in this case, it looks like Derrick was not ready either, because you don't say that you do if you don't. I know so many people, in particular men, unfortunately, that are in relationships because they might be codependent. They don't want to be alone. They're lonely. And they have a wife, but they're cheating. Well, what's the point of you not just being a bachelor and playing the field until you figure out the one that you really want to be with because you love them, right? Not because it's convenient or you don't want to be alone or you're just not ready, and that's okay. It's okay. It's all right. You don't have to be ready. Listen, it's a time thing. Listen, my grandmother, when she first started having children, she was 13 years old. I don't know why they tried to do all of that. It's not that serious. Jesus, Baltimore City got my nerve. So my grandmother was 13 when she got pregnant, 14 when she had her first child. And let me tell you something. She was a high school dropout. And before she passed away, at the tender age of 60 something, I think it was 62, she went back and she got her GED. It's never too late. In this case, if you're not ready, don't rush yourself. Don't rush yourself to be married because your parents, or if it's a man and your fraternity brothers are telling you get married. Your parents are talking about it. Your siblings are saying, when you're going to be married. Don't let people rush you into marriage, child. Now, if you're ready, then go ahead for it. If you're ready for marriage, go forward and get married. See what I'm saying? I love this. She said her grandmother got her GED at 70. It's never too late. So in the case of relationships, don't rush. Heck, I might be 50-some. Okay? Because I'm not ready. And in that case, I don't know. I might meet the man in my dreams, and I might just want to be with him all the time to stay here with me. But right now, if I get into a relationship, thank you for coming by. You ready to go? That is just how I operate. I'm sorry. I'm just not that girl that's going to be like, don't leave me. I'm like, girl, child, you've been here since 2. You not tired? You don't want to go home and get a nap? You've been here since 5 o'clock. You still want to, you still want to stay. Okay. Now you go home. And as a single woman that loves God, I should not have you staying in my house anyway. That is called shacking. Listen, I will never unless it's another circumstance where the woman knows that she's in the wrong. I'm never going to agree with a woman blaming another woman for her husband's mistake. Let me ask y'all a real good question, and I'm going to wait for this answer. Why do people not try to hold men accountable when they go out here doing stuff they ain't got no business doing? I'm talking to y'all like I talk to my family. Broken English? Oh, goodness grief. Why doesn't anybody hold these men accountable when they out here doing wrong? They get away with so much, and not all the time. But I've seen women shut other women down. He has nothing to do with this. He has nothing to do with this. This is completely up to you. No, he has a mouth. It's all about, hey man, it's all about what if he's done something, he needs to be held accountable for. Why don't y'all like holding men accountable? Is it something? I know that it is something in us. We as Black women, we have a very nurturing side, and we fall prey to it a lot. I know with my cousin, I have one cousin that is dear to me. He's almost like my child. Okay, and let me tell you something. All you have to see is that his eyes twinkle. I'm like, nope, not today. Get yourself together, because he is very charismatic. Because he's a beautiful brown eyes, and I go, nope, not today. You need to be held accountable. But it happens. But I always hold him accountable. Let's be clear, because he has done some stuff that I never thought he would do, and now it's to the point where, although I love him, I had to pull back. I had to pull back. All right, let's see what y'all saying. Hold on, let's see. Simple, the wives will never check the men because they are afraid of losing the D. That is interesting. Okay. I'm listening. Soul ties and strongholds. Janika said, I'm going to hear the answers too. Yeah, because here's the thing. And I think, okay, so as it pertains to the church, it might be because some of these pastors are very attractive men. And let's just own the fact, because I catch myself doing it sometimes, so I got to bring myself back in. Women, we naturally love a man in authority. Okay, somebody was on TV and they mentioned a firefighter being 6'5". I was like, oh Jesus! I did not see this man's face. I didn't see nothing about these men. Okay, I didn't know if he was Black, white, if it was a group of them, if they were mixed race. All I heard was firefighter, and I said, oh, excuse me, oh my God, not firefighter, right? So we're looking at it from the church perspective, and we are in a patriarchal type of setting. Women do not like holding the men accountable because, let's be clear, some women want the men for themselves. Some of these women want men for themselves, and so instead of holding them accountable, they go, well, maybe it was just a one-off situation, or maybe he was confused. Maybe he just wasn't in his right mind. Maybe he was tired from preaching the day before. Maybe he didn't mean it. We'll make up excuses, but it doesn't make it right. Van said Black men take Black women's forgiving nature for granted and feel they could do wrong with very little or no consequences, so they keep doing what they do. There you go. I do think that there are some women. There was a pastor, I think I put a clip of it on my YouTube. It was Judge, not Maybelline, it's that other one. God, I can't think of her name. She used to do the paternity court, right? And there was a pastor on there, and so the pastor was sleeping with one of the deacon's wives, and then he was sleeping with, and the deacon brought the secretary of the church as his witness. Come to find out, the pastor was sleeping with the deacon's wife and the secretary. And they're talking about the alienation of affection. And the judge was like, but what? She said, you really don't need to be pastoring. If you're going to behave like this, pastor, you should not be pastoring. What are you doing? It's a good question, you know? But we do tend to give men a pass. Oh, Judge Lynn, thank you. Thank you so much. See, that's why I need y'all here. We do tend to give men a pass. I have to own the fact that I have done it myself. And then I was like, oh, I don't like that. I didn't like the feeling of just taking a man's word. And so then I questioned the situation. But why? But my thing is like, I had no attraction to this man. I had no anything for him. It's just because at the time I was like, oh, that's what he said. Well, he said what he said. But I said, no. Hold on. But was it right to what you did? Because I'll always circle back now, okay? And he said, well, no. I said, well, then you need to be held accountable. Is it Mara? She said, very attractive men that probably have some very unattractive STDs. Well, we know that these pastors, some of them, okay? We know that some of these pastors, let me make sure I'm getting all your comments. We know some of these pastors are, these older men. I'm talking about 45 and over. They're from a different era. They do not like wearing protection. And they're getting caught up so bad now because they're not used to this new age of technology and social media and accountability. They don't like wrapping it up. They do not. And when I tell you I have some tea on one person, I'm just like, sir, you really out here being stuck on stupid. I can't believe you did that. 50-some years old out here getting caught up with your right hand out. I have two, but at some point you have to know your worth exactly. And I have to be honest, I'm not gonna lie to you all and come on here like I'm perfect. I'm not, child. I have done the same thing. And then I was like, hold on for a second, but did you really do it? Because you're telling us one thing, because you know, sometimes they'll be lighthearted and funny, but I'm like, but you were wrong in this situation. You have to own that. Be accountable. And be honest. So if you are a pastor, all right, I'm back. Can y'all see me? Sorry about that, y'all. I'm up here running my mouth. Thank God that I have Wi-Fi as the backup. Okay. Make sure y'all can hear me clear. Okay. Let's see what the people saying. Yeah, some of these pastors don't they don't do it. Okay, Kai Grace said we do, but Mama said we ain't leaving, let them cheat. And listen, but hold on, no. Same thing for the women. Let's be clear. If a man knows that you're not giving me what I need and you don't want to leave, don't question me about what I'm doing in my private time. Since you don't want to go nowhere. My ex did that, job. I said, sir, look, I don't want this relationship. He didn't want to leave, so you know what? I just went ahead and did my thing. Van said, I seen something on Facebook a few years ago where a pastor, black male, of course, had an outside baby with his side piece and told his wife that she should stay with him. These, are dusty. Yeah, no protection, Myra. Yeah, these past, I mean, I can't say for all. I don't know people's personal, a lot of people's personal business, but the information that I have received from the people that I know what's going on, I was like, oh, so they say, yeah, he just being nasty. There you go. So, yeah, I don't know. Hold on one second. Let me respond to this. Hey, which friend? Okay, sorry about that. So, but we need to hold people accountable. And in Danae's situation, instead of talking to Pinky, and here's what I didn't like: why are you asking Pinky? I mean, your followers to tag Pinky? No, if you are that bold to make a post about this person, tag them in the post. That's what she should have done. She wanted them to do her dirty work. No, Danae was wrong for that. Danae was so wrong for that. I said, ma'am, what do you mean you want them to tag her in the post? It's your post. Tag her. You big and bad enough to talk about it. Be big and bad enough to tag her tail in the post. Stop being weird. Stop being weird. Danae, girl, you want to talk all this stuff? Don't talk big ish behind your followers. You the person, you're the forefront. Say what you gotta say and keep it moving. I'm mad at that you getting what I want, or you have what I want. Do you think that Derrick is faithful to Pinky Love? It doesn't even seem like Derrick is faithful to Derrick. I don't know that to be true. Hey, Miss Ross, I don't know that to be true. But let's be clear. You're doing all this shucking and jiving, and your hips got to hurt. Bite gonna be hurting for days. Sure, he better hope and pray when he get older, he's still a good looking child. He's gonna be in a daggone nursing home by himself, waiting to die. It's so sad. It is so sad. Because when you treat people that bad, especially a woman that has done nothing to you but to support you and to ride for you and wash your dirty drawers after you come home from mess with somebody else, lipstick all on the drawers and stuff. Just no respect. Just no respect, child. Ooh, I mean, really? Oh, she left. Sorry, y'all. I got some breaking news. Breaking news. Excuse me. Breaking news. Y'all know I need to get off the line talking like this. I just got some breaking news, child. Oh, this is going to be good. Ooh, y'all stay tuned for that. Miss Mara said, I'm sorry, but I will not sit quietly and let him cheat. My grandmother put Woo! Oh, baby. I know you lied. That thing has tickled me. Oh, you know what, man? I think you might be. I think I can only see your post because I think that whatchamacallit put you in timeout last time. That's what that was. Van said, well, as a straight man, I want black women to stop wearing superwoman cape for black men. Give them tough love. Put yourself first. Stay outside your race. Oh, indeed, I am. You ain't got to tell me. You ain't got to tell me nothing. Okay, I'm definitely going outside my race. Listen, your grandmother is the real MVP. Shout out to your grandmother. I hope that she's still here with us. But if she's not, we're gonna send up some thanks, okay, up to the heavens for her wisdom. Okay. Now I ain't telling y'all to hate no men. Okay. We're not gonna be like the, I don't know, pink pill or whatever, and the manners where they can't stand women, child. But because I listen, they give me a whole keep by myself. I be here watching them stutter and lie and all kinds of stuff. I said they just sound stupid. Listen, Mara, your grandmother is the real MVP. Is she still with a shot? Is she ready to teach a class to Danae? Can we get her on the line? Let us know if she's still here with us. She need to teach Derrick Jaxn something. Derrick should have did that, child. I ain't talking about Lorena Bobbitt. I'm just talking about, the dog food of the chili sounds right good. It's the wisdom. It's the wisdom. Praise God. I got the screenshot there. Hold on, y'all. I got a screenshot the post. Wait. Let me log on to my own chat and screenshot it so I can show the people on Instagram. Let me make sure I look good in the make sure. Yeah, look, I'm doing it now. Sorry, I had to screenshot myself smiling. Child, listen, your grandmother was a wise woman. God bless her. We're going to send up thanks to the heavens for her wisdom. Y'all go ahead and send up some timber for Mara and her family for her grandmother's wisdom. You're blessed. She said, I got to read it out loud. Let me read it. I'm sorry, but I will not sit quietly and let him cheat. My great grandmother put dog food in her ex-husband's chili and told him, since you want to act like a dog, I'm going to feed you like a dog. Come on here. That's wisdom. See, the women in the church, the godly wisdom is sticking around. Like that daggone Bishop Sheldon, McCarter's wife. She's going to sit down and let him cheat, child, so we ain't going to say nothing to her about it. We're going to let her go ahead. Hold on. We're going to let her go ahead and we're going to let him go ahead and cheat. That's what she said she's going to do. Not me. No. You want to go ahead and get up out of here. I have not been in a relationship since 2000 and girl, isn't that something? Since 2000, I did date briefly in 2019, but then I realized I'm not for the streets. Okay, let me just say that. But I realized that I just enjoy being a bachelorette. And if they're older, I like to be taken care of. So why am I going to lie to myself and get into a relationship because I'm a Black woman in her at the time in my 30s? I'm not interested. I don't have to worry about you. I have to answer to some man and what you about to do? I'm going to cook some grits. 10 minutes later, what you about to do? Waiting for the grits to boil. 20 minutes later, what we going to eat tonight? Grits! Do you want grits? Sure. And quiet as it's kept, Lady McCarter, what's her name? Joyce. Lady McCarter should have sat up there and made her a pot of grits. That's what she should have did. Put a little olive oil, put a little anointing oil in the tank, Keep the car running good. You know what I'm saying? When he's switching the license plate. Keep the car running, fresh. Want to make sure that it's all well oiled for you to drive on to the hotel with the other young lady and shuck and jive for a little bit. Go ahead and put some oil in the tank. That's why I can't be married. I can't be married. Not right now. Let me find out that my husband is messing around. Oh, okay. I can't promise y'all what I would do. I can't. God knows my heart is the truth. He is not done with me yet. I haven't gotten that far. See, I'm trying to be good, Miss Jackson. I'm misbehaving. I'm not trying. I'm telling you the truth. I can't lie and say, well, I'm not going to do anything to him. I can't say that. No, I can't say that. I told the people, listen, I do not agree with abuse of any kind. I don't like it. But on March the 9th, 2018, I got a call. I got a message on Facebook from this woman. She said, do you know so-and-so? And he was looking for a job. It's like, yes, I know him. That's my fiance. And she said, oh, well, I'm his girlfriend. And then she later told me, by the way, there's another one of us. I said, oh, okay. So I went to the job, went to my job. Now, I was going to the gym early. It was at like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. And he said he was going to come to see me. He wanted to have a conversation. I said, sure. I'm going to tell y'all like this. The man would not come close to me because he knew. Oh, he wasn't dumb. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I'm a Leo. If y'all don't know, do y'all know that? My birthday's coming up too, by the way. I'm a Leo. And let me tell you something a little bit about Leo. This is we're having a little casual conversation. If you ever watch like the Discovery Channel or Animal Planet, when you're watching the lions and the Sahara in the desert, and they are sunbathing, they are chilling. I'm telling you how I am. We can take a lot. The lion is laying out in their basket. You remember back in the day, they would have a little thing they would sunbathe the women outside trying to, get a good tan. Well, I am like a lion. I will chill. That's why when you all see me laying by the pool, I don't even get in the water all the time. Hey, Sergeant Kid, because I'm in full hair and makeup. I don't swim. Okay. So for me, I just lay out and I'm relaxing. The lion does the same thing. And the lion doesn't really bother anybody until another animal comes and start plucking with the lion. Or they're hungry or something. You know what I'm saying? But most of the time, the lions don't act first. People, the other animals will come up and they start, tugging on the lion's tail or something, or biting at the lion's ear. And the lion's like, don't you see me sitting here minding my business? Because we're quiet people, Leos are the king and the queen of the celestial jungle. If you don't know that, that means the horoscope, all the astrology. We are the king and the queen of the celestial jungle. We are the top. Don't question me. Question God, okay? If you weren't born as a Leo, don't get mad. It's not your fault. Talk to the Lord. And so when the lion starts being picked at, the lion looks over and says, didn't I just tell you to leave me be? I'm here sunbathing. And when the lion roars, it's not a quiet little, get away from me. You have picked and you have plucked with that lion to the point where now he or she is angry. And they're fitting to bite your head off. Leave me be. I'm not messing with you. That is me. So he knew he already messed up and he was lying, because I'm going to tell y'all what happened back in the day. The Lord was giving me the prophetic downloads. I knew he was cheating because I kept asking questions, because I knew he kept putting it in my mind and said, hold on, this woman you showed me in this picture right here, you're lying about. I would call at 8 o'clock in the morning. Okay? Sometimes I would call early. I said, I'm at the gym. This is why this is why I get my downloads. What's going on? There's nothing going on. He was lying. Okay? Didn't even realize that it was or whatever. So I'm saying that to say that he knew that he could not sit next to me because I was going to bite his head off. And I have to be honest. And I was wrong. Let me just put this disclaimer out there. I did put my hands on him. Praise God. And I never saw him again to this day. I told her, I said, listen, honey, I'm done with them. Do what you will. Okay? You have them, you take them. God bless you both. They are now married with a son, and I guarantee you he is still out here shucking and jiving, dipping and dying, and doing it. Okay? I know he is. He's a ho-ho. And you would think somebody like that, child, I mean, he's not the cat's meow. He is no Pastor YPJ, I'll tell you that much. He is not, Jamal ain't cute. Who else is a cute pastor? Who else out here looking pretty decent, y'all? Oh, what's that one? He's not, his father's a bishop, the little light-skinned guy. Y'all know he's in Atlanta. Now, I think he's very handsome. He's not him, okay? He is his own person. Let me pull it up. It's on my Instagram. I just posted about his father having, he's now the pastor of this church. I think his name is, Pastor Mark Moore Jr. The mind of God is handsome. Okay, he is no Mark Moore. And I'll even give Whitehead his credit. He's not a bad looking man. He act like a little kitty cat. He needs Jesus. That's it. I'm getting ready to go back to drinking my water and minding my business because Miss Jackson gonna tell me I misbehaved again. And I promise y'all, July 1, 2023, I will do better. So I have a couple more days to get it all out of my system, and we will be back. I will be back to what I should be. Praise the Lord. Hey, Sergeant King, did I speak to you, baby? Thank you for coming in. How you doing? That's it, y'all. She needs to, she said, try Jesus, not me. If you want to cheat, just tell me and go, yes, and there will be peace. That's right. Danae Jackson needs to blame Derrick Jaxn. Derrick Jaxn is the culprit. Derrick Jaxn was, and they might still be legally married at this time, still going through the divorce. He was the husband. He was the one you said, I do to. You did not say, I do to Pinky Love. Nor was it proper for her to try to ask her followers to tag this woman in something that she should have been woman enough to do herself. That's it. Yeah, and that's the part right there. I think that's why you know what, and this is the thing. Okay, let's have a real good Kiki session for a second. Y'all want to have a Kiki session? Pull out your purple and your cocktails real quick. We're gonna have a Kiki. Okay, ladies, and if the men are here, y'all can listen. Let me keep this up. The men are mad. Okay. So let's talk about it. And I'm gonna try to get this done in 20 minutes because I gotta go. Back in my mother's day, y'all should see I've been just chilling tonight. Back in my mother's generation, women needed men. In my grandmother's generation, they definitely needed men. They needed a man for a house, a house, a car, food, clothes, everything. Well, it's 2023. And women are in their bag. Women are professional. We are independent. We don't need men anymore. Now, do we want men? Sure, absolutely. There's nothing wrong with wanting to have a companionship or the presence of a man in your life, but they're starting to feel slighted because we no longer need them, right? And so I don't know if you all have seen those TikTok videos where the women will just be minding their business, chilling, and then the man is like, you're such a bee, why don't you want to be with us? We're single. We need, we're by ourselves. And women are like, okay. And then they get mad. Isn't it interesting that back in the day when women needed men, there wasn't a lot of men that complained about paying the bills. I don't recall hearing a lot of men fussing about paying the bills. Oh no. They paid those bills. They were glad to pay those bills. Now they're upset. You want somebody for their money. You want a wife that don't do nothing. You want a woman to stay at home and to cook and clean and fulfill all your daggone sexual desires. You have to go pay the bills. Right? They don't want that. They want us to need them. It's so weird. And I really feel like it's kind of bipolar. They want us to need them. They want us to be dependent, but they want us to go 50-50. They want us to bring something to the table besides ourselves. And they don't want us to pay, and they don't want to pay all the bills. But they want us to stay at home. Then on the flip side, get this part. I've been listening. I tell you, I've been listening to the Manosphere and the little podcast, Fresh and Fit. Listen to this. Now listen to this foolishness. They're telling the young men to go out. Y'all listen. They said that their ideal woman is a virgin. The numbers are going down. Y'all have a good night. This is not for you. I don't care. They want a woman that is a virgin, right? But they're telling the men, don't settle down until you have slept with over 50 women. I said, hold on. So if men sleep with over 50 women, there will be no virgins left. Right? These people crazy. I said, and this is the next generation. This is what my nieces had to deal with. And y'all listen, the people don't like talk. I realize that my subscribers don't like talking about stuff like this. But when it comes knocking on their door, they be like, "Can you talk about the importance of young people being in church and knowing God and dating?" No, you didn't want to listen to what I was talking about to get off the line. Shoot, I'm not a puppet. You either you stay on or you hop off. They get real quiet when I start talking about this stuff, though. And here's the thing: some of these pastors have been talking to these little kids all this time and have said nothing. The children want nothing. The children have said nothing. Yet that's it. Right there. Mara said it there. Some men want us to come with a bag for both of us, but want us to be stupid, quiet, and submissive. No, thank you. My eyes were enlightened and they were open. And I was having a conversation. And I've been, dealing with this one person for a minute. And I put up with a lot of stuff. For a man that didn't have anything. Nothing. They had a vehicle. That's it. I said, I'm not doing it no more. I'm not doing it. I want nothing to do with it. I don't want to keep hearing the same old stuff. I am going to walk away gracefully. Okay? Now, was I going to miss some things? Absolutely. But then God blessed me with some other stuff. So it's okay. But the point is this. How can I, as a woman, submit to a man that doesn't even have a plan? Not only the plan, you don't have a plan, you don't have a house, you barely have a piece of car. If you make a decision, you call the women in your family to make a decision. You can't even make a decision on your own. You ask for guidance on everything. I said, oh no. I said, listen, you need a wife. And I am not it. I am not it, baby. No, I am not your wife. Go forward and go get your wife. Because I can't. I'm not her. Right, Bishop? He cried tonight, ain't he? I think he did creep over here when Derrick was on, but yeah, I'm not it. I can't do that. Men want you to come. I mean, these guys, and it's so funny because they want you to be submissive. They want you to be, they said feminine, fit, and friendly. But these are the same men, and they want you to be feminine, fit, and friendly. Oh, let's talk about this. I've seen a situation where there are men on TikTok, and they're in the comment section talking about women are not feminine, fit, and friendly, and they over 400 pounds. I said, you know what? I'm logging off. I'm logging off. Tonight is not the night, because you out here looking like a daggone, you went to Dunkin' Donuts 20 times in a day, and you want a woman to sit here and to pretend that we want to be around you. You look like you sweat. Bare belly, like you ate a whole slab of pork, and you want a woman that is a size 2, and you're not paying all the bills? I can't. Listen, only men with a lot of money that look like that has that right to make that kind of request. I'm just letting y'all know. And that's only if the woman want to deal with it. Because quite as it's kept, a lot of women want the same thing for men. They want men. We want men that are in shape. Listen, the men that I get the most post about are the men that are the pastors. are the men that are the most fit. Jamal Bryant. And I listen, I get a ton of YPJ stuff. Did you see this cocktail? Y'all like looking at YPJ. He's not a bad looking man. He not. But y'all like looking at this man. You like looking at him. He's fit. He's fairly handsome. He got a weird shaped head at the top. It's just okay, because he didn't make himself. And then he's shaped pretty nice. And he's single. And y'all looking at the fact that the man is single. Listen, I ain't mad at you. Shoot your shot. Get in that DM, okay? Post some nice pictures and look your best, and then say, praise the Lord. I'm a fan. Look, I am always going to be supportive of a person, male or female, shooting their shot. Shoot your shot and see what the Lord going to do for you. Okay? You never know what's going to happen in the DM. Okay? I'm not a fan of people shooting their shot to me in the DM. I think it's creepy because they're looking at my page to see how they can try to, I guess, cause me to stumble. I get men in my DM all the time talk about, can I take you on a date? I'd be like, no, I'm sorry. Or I just delete the message. I don't even answer it. Every now and then I might respond to it. I did respond to that one on Facebook because we have been friends for a minute. But I think the man of God has seen the show and wanted to know if it was really me doing the commentary. And then I was talking to my mentor / spiritual mother last night. We had a wonderful 2-hour conversation. She might even be watching. So praise the Lord, Nana. And I was telling her what's going on. And she said, if you go out with any of these people, do not leave your drink unattended. She said, they might be waiting to just slip something to you. Isn't that a shame? She said, do not leave anything unattended. Your food, nothing. Food, drink, nothing. She said, don't even think about it. She said, if they're treating you like this right now, think about when, if they try to get you in person, what they could do to you. So, yeah. I have the men, the women and the men of God are praying for your girl. But anyway, I'm getting ready to get off the line. It has been an hour and 17 minutes of me running my mouth. But yeah, just wanted to come on and talk about the Derrick Jaxn, and also, bring awareness to the situation that I was watching this weekend. I didn't see any children that looked like that were, or they didn't pose as any children that looked like, people of color. But we still need to be cognizant of the fact of what goes on, not just in church. So please, if you have children, grandchildren, nieces and nephews, just checking on and making sure that, make sure they're doing the right thing on their phones. And if they're in church, have some talks with them. Hey, what do you do if somebody tries to touch you inappropriately? You have those conversations because they need to know that stuff. I have 2 of my nieces. They don't know I still have their location. I don't tell them nothing. I just go, oh, what are you doing? Oh, I'm at so and so and so. I know exactly where they at. Sure do. I'm one of those people. I won't tell you. I'm not gonna tell you I'm looking and watching, but I'll just check in. And they're in their 20s now. They're grown, but it's still the fact of just making sure that they're good and that I'm doing my part as auntie to make sure that they're fine. Hell yeah. I think that's all I have. You all please feel free to check out YouTube memberships. It is open. I'm waiting for more people to join so I can do an after party. I will cut up fully on YouTube memberships on the after party once I get at least 10 people in the place. I'm trying to cut up with y'all like we did in Patreon. All right. So join YouTube memberships today. Also, if you rather do Patreon because you want to see all the breaking news, and I put everything that I do in both, with the exception of corn-like stuff or explicit things, because I don't know YouTube's guidelines in the membership, and I don't want to violate any of YouTube's policies because I want to keep this channel going. So I do put more explicit things over in the Patreon, so that is still open. Some of the people won't leave. Okay, so I post on both platforms so everybody can still get the content. I'm going to work it out so I can broadcast both here and, oh yeah, because I have 3 phones now. Well, I have 2 phones and then I have one that just does Wi-Fi. So I will broadcast on both Patreon and on YouTube memberships when it comes time to do the after parties. Okay, so you all, nobody's going to miss anything. Everybody will get a chance to chime in on the after show. Okay, I think that's it. You know, you all please don't feel free to donate to the Cash App. Okay, I'm trying to put some money back into this platform, trying to update my equipment. Okay, so if you all feel led, go ahead and donate. The Cash App is down below. All right, and I will see you all on the next broadcast. Y'all be good. And y'all pray for Danae. She needs much prayer. She needs Jesus, and she needs to not try to tell nobody what to do. She needs to really heal first. That is what she should be doing at this time. She needs to heal, but Danae doesn't want to heal yet. Danae wants to be with Derrick. Bless her heart. Y'all have a good one. Good night.